Where are we? Well, according to Forbes, we are on one of the verified finest resorts at sea.
The CelebrityEdge.
I got what you want. Honey, honey, I got what you need. Honey, I got what you want.
Hi, we are Rob and Ali, sharing with you our passion of all things cruise and travel.
We are on the beautiful CelebrityEdge, and in this video we're going to take you on a tour around the whole of the ship.
It's a beautiful ship.
It's a very easy ship to navigate, actually. We've been on here a few days, found it's a very easy ship to navigate.
With a little wobble then. We're just going through the Cook Straits in New Zealand, so it's a little bit rough. Actually, it's a little bit wobbly, but Captain has been excellent at navigating us away from the storms, so we can bring this to you without too many wobbles, I think.
Let's get on with it then. Okay, we're going to start down right at the bottom on deck 2, and this is at the rear of the ship. So here we're in the destination gateway. Now this is the area where you get on and off the ship for tender ports. I have not seen an area like this before. It is absolutely fabulous. It's a huge area, massive area, and I guess it's designed this way because, as we can see over here, these open up, and this is where the magic carpet comes down for people to get on and off. Now the magic carpet comes all the way down to this level, and they can get, I think, 2 tender boats alongside. So they've got this big waiting area here for people to embark and disembark, so you're not queuing downstairs like you are on a lot of ships. Also in this area is the basement, which is one of the youth clubs on board. I can't obviously go in there to show you, but this is where it is, down on deck 2 by the destination gateway. Also on deck 2 is the medical facility, so if you need access to some medical attention, the medical facility is down here on deck 2. Now the medical facility is in a different part of deck 2 to the destination gateway, and you can't get through, so you actually have to go up to deck 3 and walk through deck 4, I think actually, and walk through and then come back down or get the lifts in order to get between the medical centre and the destination gateway and the basement. Up one deck to deck 3 from deck 2 from the medical centre is Camp at Sea, which is the children's facility on board the ship. Now we can't go and have a look around there because it's in use and there are kids in there, but that's where you'll find it, one deck up from the medical centre on deck 3. Let's move now down through towards the Grand Plaza. In order to get between Camp Ocean and the Grand Plaza, we need to go down one of the corridors on either side of the ship where the cabins are. The Grand Plaza is in the very centre of the ship and is home to a number of events and musicians, roaming musicians, resident musicians, and some of the events like the Silent Night. It also houses the Martini Bar. This is a great bar that stays open quite late at night.
Just behind the Grand Plaza on level 3, we have guest services or guest relations. Now, this doesn't look like a great big normal kind of reception area that you would get. I was really surprised when I saw it, and I thought, how on earth are they going to be able to give you all the advice and the documents and your medicine and all that kind of stuff just here? It is extraordinarily efficient. Everything is hidden away in those little cupboards behind you, and they just do everything in a flash. They're really, really good.
Now you can go there and get your seasickness tablets. Whether this is the norm, I don't know, but we have not been charged, and people that we spoke to have not been charged for the seasickness tablets.
They just handed them out.
So that's where you get them.
I was really surprised at just those 3 desks, how many people they were able to get through so efficiently and so quickly. And then just off to the side, we've got shore excursions that you can book there. Again, we've seen little queues there, but they seem to get through them really quickly. And then the concierge for your private tours or private journeys. It's a really lovely area here. There's a little bit of seating, but we've never seen massive queues, or when we've seen queues, they've gone down really quickly.
Around the ship, like a lot of ships, there are pieces of art, and the details and the name of the artist are here. This is a curious one. I stopped and had to do a double take at this one because I looked at the pile on the floor to start and then realised it was actually part of the artwork.
We keep talking about the artwork, but that is one of the huge focal points of this particular cruise ship, is the art as well as the innovation. And it is innovative art as well. So there's a lot of this 3D art. This piece here, this is as you walk, just on the walkways as you go from one venue to another. And this is quite something here. Robert's just twirling around there. So this art installation is, they're kind of they're not hinged, but they're on a slant here, and it means that you can actually see the hull of the ship. It goes all the way down. It has got perspex. I would not dare to stand on it. I'm not sure whether it's inviting you to stand on that, but you can see all the way down. In fact, you just can't see to the bottom of it. That's the inside of the ship. Right to the metal.
I don't know, I can't actually get in this far. I was just going to see if we could see it all the way up.
Oh, it's very scary.
I'm going to have to look at that on the video when it comes out rather than actually do it.
No, and if you look down, it just went as far until it just went black. But yeah, that's a first for us to see that.
Incredible. Okay, the Tuscan restaurant, first of all.
The Tuscan restaurant it's a black and white theme with accents of yellow. So some of the seating is in this beautiful bright yellow, as well as the lovely bright sunflowers on each table. Now in the daylight, you can see it looks quite bright, but in the evening, this has quite subdued lighting, but it does have this kind of almost like a kind of continental-y sort of music going on, nice and light in the background, and it's just kept at that lovely kind of lively soundtrack going on in the background. The tables are beautifully set out in that they have these walls in between, so you never feel that you are in a giant kind of dining hall. It still feels like an intimate restaurant wherever you are seated. And the other lovely thing about this room is there's lots of soft furnishings, and so the sound, people talking and the dishes and the clanging and everything, you don't really hear any of it. It's all absorbed, and it's all absorbed by these partitions as well. So it makes it very relaxing, and yeah, it's a beautiful restaurant, this one.
Let's
now
across the Normandy.
Quite different, yet next door at the Normandy. The Normandy has a very modern feel to it, but very chic and luxurious at the same time. So it has very clean lines, almost a grey accent to it, but lots of this sort of pink. Actually, I'm matching, my jumper is matching today with the with this kind of heather coloured pink accents in it. But what makes it kind of more upmarket is these great big high back chairs at the heads of some of the tables. And then, as you can see, they've done the partitions in between. Again, they've sectioned off the different partitions of the dining room, again, so that it doesn't feel like a big hall, a big dining hall. It feels like a more intimate restaurant. But look, the partitions actually contain this beautiful artwork in between each. Absolutely stunning. There's just something for the eye to catch you everywhere on the walls. There's beautiful artwork that is really quite different to what you see in a lot of the cruise ships. Again, the beautiful plush carpets underneath, cushions on the chairs, and the drapes are really quite heavy. And again, it all absorbs the sound so that you don't get that really noisy dining room.
We've come up one deck from deck 3 to deck 4 at the rear of the ship, where the other two included dining restaurants are. These are the Cyprus restaurant and the Cosmopolitan restaurant. The Cyprus restaurant has an impressive entrance with a couple of chaise lawns, and the food in the Cyprus restaurant is Mediterranean style. So you'll find a lot of Greek and Turkish style foods in here. Similar to the other restaurants that Al said, it's got the partitions in between. These are not quite as solid as some of the others, but they are effective in keeping a lot of the noise down and creating these individual areas. So it feels, again, as you said before, not like a big dining hall. And just across from the Cyprus is the Cosmopolitan restaurant. The first thing that we notice when we come into the Cosmopolitan restaurant is the wine bottles. They are on both sides and also on the ceiling. We walk into this restaurant, there isn't the big entrance like there is in the Cyprus, but there are the high back chairs, the beautifully laid out tables, and very light. This is a very light restaurant. Again, it has the dividers. They're not quite as solid as they are in some of the other ones, so don't necessarily keep the noise down, but they do create an effective way of making these separate spaces. Again, so it's not, doesn't feel like one big dining hall. This is another beautiful restaurant and the last of the included restaurants on the Celebrity Edge. So as we're moving forward on deck 4, we come to the casino area, which goes all the way down. There's people in there, it's being used at the moment. We've done a separate video on the casino, which we'll put in here now.
What a way to continue the tour is with a glass of champagne and follow me into the casino. The casino kind of stretches it around, I don't know, it kind of, you have to go in and out of the casino, and it's beautiful because it all has like lots of little sneaky areas, and the machines, the gaming machines. This is probably one of the poshest casinos I have seen, even on the MSC, which is kind of famous for its casinos.
Well,
This
I don't
just
know. You want to see the new Carnival Adventure and Encounters? They've redone them out
Have
completely. But it is closed at the moment, which is why we're taking the opportunity. We wouldn't normally walk around a casino,
Look, it's
especially when it's open.
huge
But
down
wow, I didn't realise it went all the way down there.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's nice because some of them are just like one big giant room, which I think it's nice when they've got the little bits that come off and you can tuck yourself around the corners and discover different gaming machines.
Hide away from the other half.
Yeah, well, that's it. Get yourself a cozy
Well, we've got lots
corner.
of poker machines, but the tables look over
and
here.
the
Let's go.
tables
Yeah, let's have a look and see what they've got by
fantastic.
way of tables.
Oh, look. Oh, and the tables go right down.
Oh, they do
That's
too.
massive.
So we've got roulette tables, we've got a craps table, and we've got the poker tables.
Yeah, it's just got a really nice feel to it. It's got a very low ceiling, but it's not dark and creepy. It's so well designed. And look at the bank of pokies over there. Really well designed.
It is. Lots and
yeah.
lots and lots of tables. So we will have a look in
I'm
here.
quite excited to have a
Is
go
that
on
the
the
bar
roulette
behind
table.
you?
Oh, and there's the bar. Let's go and have
Let's
a
go
look.
and have a look
at
and see if that's the casino bar. It looks like there's a footy on, so maybe a sports bar.
Oh yes, how fantastic is that?
Oh, it is, because there's some...
Really good quality screen over there, and nice seating area for a bar area. Again, this is lovely.
I wonder what the chances of getting to see the Lions game are.
How lucky would we be? This is really nice. It's not a bar though that you would come to like some of the other casinos that are quite nice to just sit at, even if you're not playing.
Well,
I
don't know.
It is more of a
Look at the
proper-
bar. Look at the bar. We've got gaming machines on the bar.
Ah, yeah, that's what I mean. Though it is a proper kind of casino bar, rather than a.
I've
a
never
lounge
seen this
bar.
before. So you can actually sit up at the bar and play poker on
Play
the poker machines.
And oh yeah, is it poker or is it
Blackjack.
Blackjack.
I don't know.
Maybe there's different games.
Royal flush, straight flush. That's poker, isn't it? I think those are poker terms. I don't play poker, so I'm not sure, but I think that's poker terms.
Let's carry on going through the ship. Carry on with the tour.
On the opposite side to the casino are the celebrity shops. Now we'll go and take a quick look inside some of these. The Perfect Touch has a selection of handbags and jewellery, some t-shirts. It's got designers such as Karl Lagerfeld, Coach, Gucci, Louis Vuitton. Beautiful selection of gifts. Now, if you're looking for some exclusive jewellery, Effie is right next door. There is some beautiful jewellery in Effie. This is beautifully laid out so that you can actually have a look around at all the different cabinets and all the different jewellery that they've got in this shop. This leads through into Sounds of Time. This is similarly laid out to Effie with all the different display cabinets, and down at the end here we have a fantastic selection of watches from all sorts of designers and makes. Tag Heuer, Rolex, Tissot, just a few. There's quite a few more as well. Deck 4 overlooking the Grand Plaza is where you will find Cafe Al Baccio. I've probably pronounced that wrong and I apologise if I have, but it goes all the way down the side of the ship. It's a lovely place to come and enjoy your coffee. On the opposite side of the cafe is Le Grand Bistro. This is a specialty dining. You pay extra for this. They do sandwiches and they have specials of the day. This is, as I said, this is a specialty dining that you pay extra for, and also on certain days it becomes Le Petit Chef. Le Petit Chef is another specialty dining restaurant that you pay extra for. It is a set price. It is unusual in that it's got tables that are the little animations of the chef comes and prepares your dish that you've ordered on the table, and then your real dish arrives. Moving forward again, we come to the Celebrity Eye Lounge. Now this is where all the tech guys hang out. So if you need help with your internet, setting it up, upgrading it, anything like that, this is where you will find the people to help you with that. They also have a selection of products that you can buy, such as iPad minis and Garmin watches and GoPros. Next to the Eye Lounge is the studio, fine art photography, where you can arrange a private photo session for some exclusive memories of your trip on CelebrityEdge, which is conveniently placed next to the photo gallery. Now the way they do it on here is that you tap your card and you can see the photographs that have been taken of you during your trip, and if you want to buy them, you can buy them here. The ones that you can see on here do have watermarks on, so you can't just take a copy of them or take a picture of them and use them. There are also a small selection of items for you to purchase from the photo gallery, such as photo frames, there's some instant cameras, some SD cards, that sort of thing. And again, some GoPro and GoPro products. Directly opposite the photo gallery is the Celebrity Future Cruise desk, where you can book a future cruise. Go and have a chat with them about what is available and what special offers you can get if you book a future cruise whilst on board. The final three shops on this deck are Attraction, To the Edge and Spirited. These three shops all run through one into the other. The first one, Attraction, is Perfumery, which leads into the Celebrity branded products, and down at the end, alcohol and duty free. In the Spirited shop you can also get essentials like chocolates and lollies and medications, that sort of thing that you may have forgotten or run out of whilst you're on the ship. Right at the front of the ship is the theatre. We can't go in there at the moment because they are practicing for their performance, but we will put some video of that in here. And then right next to it is the meeting place. The meeting place is a small room, it's a small venue where they hold seminars and talks, but they also hold some of the activities in here, such as the bookmark making, the resin bookmark making that they were doing this morning. They moved the chairs around, they put some tables in here. The meeting place is actually made up of two rooms. There's the one we've just shown you, and then there's this room here, which at the moment is being used as a bridge club room. So if you want to play bridge, sign up for the bridge club, and this is where you will come and play your bridge. One more deck to round out the inside venues in the CelebrityEdge, and we have the Captain's Club and Concierge. The Captain's Club and Concierge is where you go to ask any questions that you have about the Celebrity Loyalty Club membership scheme called the Captain's Club. This is on deck 5, opposite the theatre. Moving back along the ship, we then come to the upper level of the club. This is another multi-purpose venue which is used for all sorts of things. We did axe throwing here today, but it also becomes the nightclub at night. There are entrances to the theatre on decks 4 and 5. This is the main entrance to the theatre on deck 5. Running down the side of the ship on the opposite side to the club is the Park West Art Gallery, where you can find the artwork that they have available at auction whilst on the ship. Just past the art gallery we come to another one of the specialty restaurants, Raw on 5. This is a specialty seafood restaurant. Again, additional costs. We've got some of the Some of the items here, the prawns, the crabs, the lobsters. This restaurant has a fantastic setting on the ship. It is right alongside with the floor-to-ceiling windows so that you can see the water, the ocean rushing by as you head towards your destination. Okay, maybe I've made that a little bit sort of like overly flowery, but it actually is a beautiful restaurant and a beautiful setting. On the opposite side to the ship to Raw on 5 is the Fine Cut, which is the steak dining restaurant. Another fantastic restaurant. This is specialty dining, so there is an additional charge for this. Moving further back along the ship, we have some more of the specialty stores. These are high-end. We've got Bulgari, all the jewelry that runs down one side of the ship. And opposite the Bulgari store is the Cartier store. Lovely lady waiting to assist and sell you some Cartier watches. Again, moving towards the back of the ship from the Bulgarian Cartier stores, we find the final venues on deck 5. In order to get there, we go through this walkway with the sparkly floor and these statue type pieces of art all the way along. They look like trees. If you look at them in a different way, they look like trees, they look like people, they look like animals. They've got mirrors on both sides of this walkway going all the way through, which takes us through to the Blue restaurant. This is the final specialty dining restaurant on this ship and runs along again the side of the ship with spectacular views out to sea. Eden is a multi-level, multifunctional venue right at the back of the ship, and in order to get to Eden you go past another one of the specialty shops, Mankind. Mankind has all things Ralph Lauren, Polo, Gucci and Louis Vuitton. Some Bolivar jewelry, Citizen watches, lots of other high-end items for you to buy. Eden is set on probably about 3 levels, maybe even a little bit more than that. As I said, it's a multi-purpose venue. It's currently being used as an entertainment venue. They hold shows here and productions, but it's also a restaurant. You can come and eat here. It's I think it's $155 per person US at the moment to eat in Eden. It has a walkway at the back of the ship where you can look out and see the wake. There's a lot of foam being made by this ship at the moment as we steam down towards the bottom of the South Island, and it's got a ramp that goes all the way around. Here you can look down onto the venue, watch the artist who is playing, or the production show that was on. They did one last night with Alice in Wonderland. It was a fabulous performance. And then the walkway goes all the way down to the middle layer, I think, and then the dining tables are on the bottom layer. Decks 6 to 12 are for cabins, so there's no public amenities on there. There's no deck 13 on this ship either, which is quite common on cruise ships, and we start at deck 14 for the outdoors. Now we're right at the back of the ship here, where the Ocean View Cafe is. The Ocean View Cafe is the buffet restaurant, which is on the CelebrityEdge. There is a large inside area with a central station where you get all your food from, and right at the back here is the outdoor area. This is a big outdoor eating area. You can get your food from the Ocean View Cafe and bring it out here and eat. It is extremely popular in good weather. When the sun's shining, it's a great place to come and just chill out. It's not that warm, but there are some people out here using this at the moment. As we step inside from the outdoor area, we are immediately greeted by the pizza station. There are usually 4 pizzas here: cheese, vegetable, pepperoni, and a variant of chicken, sometimes garlic, sometimes barbecue. And today they've got a tomato and cheese calzone. So this is right at the back of the ship, and this is open until 1 a.m. usually, for you to come and get your late night pizza. I'll do a quick pan around the general area of the Ocean View Cafe. It's not open at the moment, but there are quite a few people in here and using it. They've got some pizza. You can get coffee and tea here. This is available 24 hours a day, so you can come and get your tea and coffee. There are also water machines in here and a drinks machine. I think they've taken the drinks machine off maybe for refilling, but it's got things like lemonade, apple juice, cranberry juice, that sort of thing. And that's also available. no extra charge for that. Down each side, we have the tables and chairs. Okay, here's one of the drinks machines. It's got iced tea, fruit punch, and lemonade, and a cranberry juice cocktail at the moment. As I said, there's no extra charge for that. You can come and get those any time of day or night. A very impressive selection of teas. Hot water and cream milk and skim milk also available. Now you can also get almond and soy from the cafe. You need to go and ask for that. That's not available here. And well, it's not available just to get here, but you can get it from the cafe, take it away, keep it in your fridge, use it when you want. So these are the food serving stations. They are in the center of the Ocean View Cafe. As I said, it's not in use at the moment, so there's nothing here. But there is pasta that's generally available most of the day, and also there are snacks that are available during the day and also late night. Again, you can get these up until about 1 a.m. Here also, these are available all day and up until about 1 o'clock. Are some sandwiches and some fruits and salads around the other side. So there's always something that you can get to eat on this ship. We saw Cafe El Baccio down on deck 4. Well, there is a second Baccio, Il Secondo Baccio, coffee shop here. Now this is also open until about 1 o'clock in the morning, but not only does it serve coffee, you can also get drinks here as well. So if you want to drink and the bars downstairs have closed, you can come up here and get one. Then towards the middle of the ship is the ice cream bar. These are a good selection of ice creams, including a vegan option, chocolate vegan, and you can have sauces and toppings on there as well, or they've got soft serve. Again, these are included in the price of the fare. There's no additional charge for ice creams from this station. All the doors are electric on the ship, which is brilliant, especially if you've got your hands full with some drinks, coffees, or some food. And we're into the main pool deck area. Now, the left and the right side, or the port and the starboard side, are very different on this ship, but one thing that's noticeable, there are so many beds. There are beds everywhere, but you will notice that there are no tables. These beds are quite close together and there are no tables. So if you want to somewhere for your drinks, they have to go on the floor. The port side of the ship has all these beds down here for you to use. We'll hop over to the starboard side. I'll show you what's on the starboard side. The starboard side also has beds, but then you come to this walkway, this sort of arched or offset arched walkway, which actually has individual cabanas. Now you can reserve these cabanas. You go down to the guest service. This one's already reserved, as we can see. This cabana could be yours. Reservations, see the shore excursions desk. And they are all down this side towards the inside of the ship. And on the outside of the ship are some lounges, some chairs just to sit and watch the ocean go by. Quite a few of these cabanas have actually been reserved, but there doesn't seem to be anybody in them. So whether they've used them and left them or not turned up, or they're going to use them later, not really sure. This is the resort deck, sometimes called the Lido deck on many other ships. Again, lots and lots of lounges and a beautiful big pool. I'll show you the pool from the deck above because you can get a lot better view of it. But there is a bar here as well. So this is the main resort deck, main pool area, looking down from the smoking area. So we can see that is a 25-meter pool. It's got quite a wide, shallow area on the side with those beds, so you can put the beds in there and sit on those, and in the water, have the water lap up if you want. Plenty of beds, as I said. There's not too many people on at the moment because it's getting a little bit later on in the day and the weather's cooled down a little bit. And before we head into the solarium, there is the Mast Grill. This is open until 6 p.m. Hello, how are you?
Excellent, how about you?
Excellent. I'm very well, thank you very much. In here you can get burgers and hot dogs and fries with a variety of toppings. Great for lunchtime if you don't want to go to the buffet or go to one of the main restaurants. Again, all included in the fare. There is no additional charge for items at the Mast Grill. If you want towels, you pick them up from this towel station here, and then after you've used them, deposit them in the bin there. And so we head into the solarium again. Electric doors everywhere. There are plenty of beds in the solarium here. Now I can't show you this from above because there isn't a deck above that looks over it, but there is a pool in the center there. You can look out to the ocean, and there is also a whirlpool in here that has a chairlift. So if you have mobility issues, you can have assistance getting into the spa pool. This is a better angle of the pool. As you can see, it's not huge, but it's certainly big enough to be able to move around in. At the front of the solarium area is the spa cafe and juice bar. Now during lunchtime this has a selection of foods along here. I've got some footage, I'll put it in so that you can see what's available, and it also has a drinks machine. You can get juices from here, but there is an additional charge for this if you're on the classic package, not if you're on the premium drinks package. And there are tables and chairs to use whilst you have your lunch. There are notices on the table though asking you not to use them for cards and the like during the lunchtime period because they are limited in number and people need them for eating, which is fair. Okay, so we're moving back inside now on the resort deck. Elevators. There are 3 elevators on one side, 3 elevators on the other, in 2 locations on the ship, as we can see here. That's where they are located. Again, moving further forward, we have the spa. This goes all the way around. This is the main spa reception area to the left, or the port side of the ship. And the Medi-Spa reception with the treatment rooms is over on the other side of the ship. Now that's as far forward as we can go on this deck, so we're going to hop up a deck where there is the gym. The fitness centre has a well-equipped gym with a variety of machines, the usual ones that you would expect: treadmills, rowing machines, walkers, and arm and leg exercise machines. There's a few people in here today actually. They also run classes from here, and you can take classes as a board around the side which has got a list of the classes on. Upstairs from here are the Edge villas. We're not in one of those, so we can't view one of those either, but again, another class of cabin that you can purchase on this ship. Deck 15, up on the starboard or right hand side, is the smokers area. It says tucked away. It does actually overlook, I'm not sure, I'll get a reflection here, I'm sure it does actually overlook the solarium. You can't actually go anywhere from here, but it's a nice covered area so that if it rains, it will you'll stay dry. You can just get a glimpse of the bottom of the magic carpet. We'll go up there in a moment. On the other side of the ship where the smoking area is, there is this lounging, general relaxation area. Again, it's undercover, so if it's raining, it's a place that you can shelter here. There are some tables, chairs, some lounges here. Are these plastic? No, they're not. They're padded. Nice, comfortable lounges, vinyl covered. And again, we can look over the main pool area from here. Up on deck 15, at the opposite end to the smoking and lounge area, you'll find this extra covered area which has plenty of lounges in, and also the jogging track. There are 2 lanes in the jogging track, one for walking and one for running. There we go, 2.5 laps of the jogging track is 1 kilometre, 4.5 laps is 1 mile, so the jogging track is approximately, well, it is 400 metres long. Now, like a lot of ships, there is artwork all over the ship, but some unusual pieces that you might not expect, including this one right in front of me, this bronze horse. Located on the side of the ship at the back is this big bronze horse statue, and it's right opposite the rooftop garden. The rooftop garden is this beautiful sort of public place where you can come and you can relax. They have the big umbrellas up if it's sunny, have a drink, have a chat, play some cards, whatever you want to do. It also has the big screen where they play movies, so you can watch movies up here. Also a part of this is the rooftop garden restaurant. And this is a specialty dining. You can come up here and eat. There is an additional charge for this to come up here on the rooftop garden. At the very back of the ship is the sunset bar. The start of this on the starboard or right hand side is actually another smoking area. Sunset bar, and the bar goes all around the back of the ship. This is a fantastic place to come and watch sail away if it happens to be during daylight hours. It has its own bar. Be aware though, this area gets very busy when it's nice weather at sail away parties. Port side of the ship, moving forward again, there are more lounges. They've put them away because of the time of day, but the lounges are in this area. There is never, I assure you, we have never not been able to get a lounge on this ship the time that we've been on it, which is almost 2 weeks now. There are these panels around most of the ship. They're varying heights. These are probably the highest because they've got those extra little bits on the top. They serve a couple of purposes. Firstly, obviously for protection, to save you from falling overboard, but they also block out the wind very effectively, making this quite a sheltered area. CelebrityEdge. The jogging track is actually a big figure 8, and it has an incline up here that goes up a deck, as you can see, towards the front of the ship. At night, this big structure in front of us, we can see now the lights are just coming on and that changes colour and makes a nice effect in the resort deck area. We cannot go any further forward here because this is the retreat. The retreat, as I said before, is it's Celebrity's version of the ship within a ship concept. So it's a separate area with separate facilities for people in that class of accommodation. This is the unique magic carpet on the Edge class ships. It is a giant structure that, as you can see, is overhanging the side of the ship. But if you look at this orange thing here, this goes all the way down to deck 2, and this whole area moves up and down the side of the ship and is used for various things. At the moment, it's being used as a bar, and then later will become a restaurant. That will be a specialty dining restaurant, so it is an additional charge to use it in there. During port days, when you are at tender, that goes all the way down to the bottom to the destination gateway, and it is a departure area for people getting on and off the tender boats. And all this furniture you can see down here at the edge of the magic carpet is all moved away when they're using it as a boarding and disembarkation platform. We follow the jogging track around, we come to the other side of the ship, which is the down incline on the figure 8, takes us back down to the rooftop garden. And that is pretty much it. That is pretty much the whole of the Celebrity Edge cruise ship that we're able to go to in our class of accommodation.
Well, there you go. Who were we to argue about Forbes recognising this as one of the finest resorts at sea? And we'd have to agree. It's absolutely beautiful.
Absolutely agree. And we hope that you've enjoyed our tour of this beautiful ship. If you have, please hit like, please hit subscribe, and hit the notification button if you want to see more of our videos. From the fabulous Celebrity Edge, we're going to leave you for now. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
We'll see you in the next one.
Bye now.
Bye.